So the key enablers of sustainability in business in my role as head of sustainability is the relationship building, being in the right meeting with the right people to make sure that sustainability explicitly is there, but even if it's there implicitly, sometimes it needs a sustainability-minded person to draw out the impact or the relevance of what is being discussed.
So I think there are four areas that are key for pretty much any topic on sustainability. The first one, of course, is what is the regulation in a country that a company has to meet. But beyond regulation, then there are three others. The first one is reporting requirements. The second is the desire of companies to demonstrate they're a good corporate citizen. And the third one is that there has to be a real need for the business. So does this really impact the way that business needs? Is this going to make the business more resilient in its business model?
If I'm thinking about particularly corporate reporting, because I am an accountant and one of the things we look at is how companies provide accounts for themselves, there are several key enablers. The first enabler is that sometimes, but not always, there's regulatory requirements for companies to provide information for which people can hold them accountable for their actions. But the other thing that really enables excellence in this area is a company that's really keen to understand itself, to be able to find out what impacts it does have and to be able to articulate that in a strategic and sensible way. So one of them is not compulsory, one of them is compulsory, but the best thing happens when they come together and people are clear about what they do, why they're doing it, and provide information about it.